Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please forgive me for being late. Al-Buraq, the flying donkey, was late. Jibreel, his pizza is not ready. And we have to blame it at the end of the day on the Jews. If not the Jews, I will be on time. But because of the Jews, what we can do? We have to blame somebody. So today we are going, I was planning to go 3 hours from now, but for some reason the time is upside down. I don't know why. So anyway, as usual, when we make a video, the Muslims, they make comments have nothing to do with the video. In the previous video, we showed the Muhammadan that Muhammad died because of rat poison. You believe it or not a single Muslim respond to that. Because we want to know as a Christians, how come Allah, He rushed to save Jesus as Muslim they believe, but He don't care to rush to save Muhammad and let him die by poison. And the hadith we are mentioning is authentic, and it is transmitted, preserved, printed, published by Muslims. This is the Muslim website, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is a very top of the line for the Muslims after Al-Quran. And Muhammad, he witnessed that he died because of poison. So instead of the Muslims responding to the question, they repeat the same thing again, as if we said nothing. Actually, I never made a video about a topic and the Muslim respond about the topic. Their topic always about the Trinity. You talk about Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs, women blood from period, jumping in stinky garbage, showing them the reference. What the answer is? Jesus is not God. You show them Muhammad speaking about promising you endless penis. Women, her bum will be 1 mile. Women have big boobs. What is the response for that? Jesus is not God. Trinity, or believe in Trinity. We believe in one God. So it sounds like the Muslim, in order not to see how ugly and how stupid the situation is, he always jump. He have like a ready grave. He jump on it, says Trinity. Trinity is wrong. Jesus is not God. And today, we have a Muslim who made a comment. Muhammadan as usual. His name is Tawfiq. Now, Tawfiq, he always posts in my channel, and he is a very smart person. I think he got his degree from Taliban University. So he said, Christians are risking their salvation. I find it very funny when a Muslim speak about salvation when you Muslim don't believe in salvation. Do you Muslims have a salvation? And now you will see that Tawfiq, when he make a comment about what I'm going to say, he will not answer what I said. He will say Jesus is not God. A Trinity. All of them, they are copy-paste from each other, and they have no answer, and they are terrified, and they knew Islam is a scam. Look what he said. God has never been a flesh. Correction. I cannot believe it that a Muslim saying that to me. Isn't it your prophet? He says Allah have 5 fingers. Allah, He have a hands, and both of them are both hands in the right side. Isn't it Allah, He says He will do striptease and show His shin? So when you hear a Muslim refuting us, is he correcting us? Is he correcting his religion? I don't know what he's talking about. Since when you Muslims, you remind me, maybe you took that from the titty boy. You know the tit boy? The tit boy is a very famous boy. He claimed that he is wrong, everybody is wrong, and he is the only one is right. He go in denial. So when we quote his prophet saying the prophet order a woman to suck tits, he considers that as a sexual harassment. But he go around and he say it to Muslims, and even he say filthy language to everybody. But you cannot quote my prophet. Seeing what the prophet said, that will make you filthy. So maybe you are learning your religion from the tit boy, who he said in a debate when somebody said to him, your God have body part, he said, who said so? And now you are doing the same. And for sure you will not talk about the tit boy, you know, and you will not talk about your prophet ordering your wife to give her tits for someone is a stranger. What a titty religion. So if we go right now in Prophet YouTube, peace be upon him, and search for Allah, how Allah look like, as an example, how Allah look like. I'm searching YouTube like everybody. Yeah. How Allah looks like. We will see.
Okay. The second question of Rami was,
it has moved, to make it short, go to where he start explaining how Allah look like. Remember, in your comment you said correction. Correction, Allah does not have a flesh. You said that. And this is additional proof that Muslims, there is one or two thing. Either they are ignorant about their God, and this is the truth too. 90% maybe of them, they do not even know the nature of Allah. Because if Allah is not a spirit, and Allah have no flesh, so what he is? You see, Muslims, they don't believe that Allah has a spirit, and he is not a spirit. And now this Abdul saying Allah is not even a flesh. And he said, he called that correction.
Says at the same time. Now, in the Quran, Surah Al-Rahman, Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Everything will be perished except Allah Azza wa Jal. And here Allah Azza wa Jal is referring to himself by saying that his face will remain, which means Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala will not perish. He is the first without a beginning, and he is the last without an ending. Azza wa Jal. He's the creator of the all, what you see and what you do not see.
Right.
And he's not created. And he does not die. And he does not have an ending. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah described in the Quran that he has a face. Allah described in the Quran that he has two hands. When he addressed Iblis, Satan, and he told him, what prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my two hands? So this is what Allah described himself. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show his leg. وَيُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ وَيُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ. And they are called to prostrate, and everyone prostrates except the hypocrites. All the believers would prostrate.
Allah have a leg. Allah have hands. Allah have 5 fingers. Allah have a face. Allah have a nose. Allah have eyes. And yet the Abdul in the comment, with no shame, not this guy, not the tit boy. Forget about the tit boy now. This guy is not a tit boy. Not yet. He says, correction, God never have been a flesh. So Allah have a leg is not a flesh. Allah have hands is not a flesh. Allah have 5 fingers, not a flesh. Here you ask yourself a very simple question. Why the Muslims, they have many Islam? Is it really this is what they believe in, or this is just for us? This is for us. A Muslim, in order to defend his stupid cult, he is willing to say anything in order to win an argument by arguing, not by facts and his belief. Do you think, like, there's a, sometime it can happen, like I remember there's a guy, he used to call me, his name Nightmare or something, he's from Morocco. He is 50 something years old, and the idiot, he called me a liar when I said to him, Allah has no spirit, and he is not a spirit. So 50 something years old man who go to the mosque every day, and he live in Morocco, he's not like somebody live in Europe so he's disconnected from his religion. Until that age he do not know that his God has no spirit and not a spirit. So he called me liar, etc. And then after that, he came back. He said, "You're right. I searched and I found that this is true." But now, if we ask ourselves, why Muslims, they say and they post such a post? The answer is very simple. Either he is ignorant, and most likely he is not, because this guy, he keep coming, he keep watching my videos. So for sure he learned a lot. If not from me, he will learn from Muslim. This is someone, he is very interested in the topic. And there is no way, until now he did not hear and learn that his God have a hand, have etc. And not only that, Allah, he not only have a flesh, Allah, he changed his shape. And we can go right now and we see the hadith, which means Allah is like a snake. He changed literally his shape. And then when he changed his shape, he come to the Muslims and the Muslim will not recognize him. Secondly, he said, and we are reading his comment as you see in the screen, God has never been a spirit. You know what? I mean, I challenge you to tell me then, if your God is not a spirit and he is not a flesh, he's what? Because now, based on what you said, Allah is not a flesh and he is not a spirit. So what he is? And then he says, I can give you proof. Where proof? I'm waiting for it. And then says, conclusion, all your scholars like David Wood. David Wood is a scholar since when? That's a good one. James Bond? Who's James? You mean James White? This guy's an idiot. He defends Islam. Sam, you know, is very good in the Bible, yeah. And this ignorant CP that said God is Jesus or a spirit or nothing but a liar and a failure. You see here actually, and this is something very important for the Christians to learn. When a Muslim, he says to you that we Muslim will worship the God of Abraham, the answer is in front of you, they don't. Because of God of Abraham, he came to Abraham as a man. That is the God of Abraham. And this is the story of Abraham taught to us by Abraham himself. When they say to us that God is not a spirit, right away you go to the book of Genesis, you will see that God's spirit was above the water. From the beginning, the first few lines. So in the Old Testament and the New Testament, God have one nature. He has a spirit, and yes, he come as a flesh. Muslims, they deny both. Therefore, when they say, oh, we worshiping the same God of Abraham, they are using the name of Abraham to apply a cult they follow to make it Abrahamic, so it can be more acceptable. It's like when a scam, you know, he call you to steal your credit card. So he will tell you what, I'm calling from your bank. Or they send you an email, says somebody, did log to your account, please log here. And then you click the page, it looks like the bank, and then you put your username and password. In fact, you just give them the password and the username for your bank account. So obviously when the Muslim, they say to us that we believe in the same God of Abraham, that's absolutely a scam. It's a big scam. And when the Muslim, they say to us, we know our religion, then why they are posting to us something and the video in front of you saying something else? Why someone like the Tit boy, he said that Allah, who says so? Allah has body part, who said so? Who said so? What do you mean who said so? The Quran says so. Your Prophet says so. Allah says so. But because this religion is based in mockery, they think if they make a mockery on you, and you are not good in mockery, we win. We laugh at you, and then all the Muslims, they thought like they win the debate. But then after the debate, we have a drama. Everybody is laughing at you. Right? So in a debate or in the internet argument, they say something, but in reality, they believe in something else. If we ask this guy, the sheikh, not a YouTuber, this is a sheikh, he's officially a sheikh. Why you are lying to us and saying Allah have the following? He have face, he have etc. He will say to you, I'm not lying. This is I'm giving you a reference. This is in the Quran.
He does not die and he does not have an ending, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah described in the Quran that he has a face. Allah described in the Quran that he has two hands when he addressed Iblis, Satan. And he told him, what prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my two hands? So this is what Allah described himself. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show his leg.
I mean, this story alone make me really truly believe that Allah is God. In the day of judgment, brother, Allah will show his leg. The kangaroo. Have you ever heard of a God? He will show his leg. And then you ask them the leg, about the leg, and you will see every one of them, in order to defend, they start giving you different meaning. No, it doesn't say that, ZB. Leg is mean war. But what? The guy is here saying, why you Muslims? What's wrong with, the Quran says we made this book clear. The Quran says we made this book clear. And then every one of them, he give us different answer for the same verse. Now, don't take me wrong. If Allah's leg is a female, beautiful leg, I don't mind to see it. If it is hairy, like mine, sorry. I don't want to see it, I don't want to look. And now the Muslim, they say, see, Christian Prince, he like women legs. My friend, I like women legs, no problem. Your prophet, he like men legs, I can show you. What's wrong with liking God? He made me male. What do you want me to like male, like your prophet? Like, is that an accusation, supposedly? Brother Thitta, Christian Prince, he like women. Hey, I like women, why not? What do you want me to like? Hello? When we ask the Muslims about their God, they have no answer. When we ask them about their prophet, he died by poison, they have no answer. And the solution is, Christians, they will lose their salvation. First of all, let us talk about salvation. Do you even Muslims know what salvation is? Before we move from this page here, there is one thing no Muslim can answer you. If the Muslim believe that Allah, he saved Jesus from the cross, so he will not be humiliated and he will not suffer. What kind of God he saved Jesus, but yet he don't want to save the most close person to him? His name is Muhammad. Remember, Muhammad is a word mean the praised one. He's God. You see, Muhammad, through years I'm studying this filthy character. I come to conclusion that this person is trying to be Jesus on earth. This is why he called himself the praised one. And yet, because he could not do anything of what Jesus did, so he cannot be claiming to be Jesus. It's like Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. You remember the guy? Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is a scam, a fraud. He is the leader of the Ahmadiyya sect, which is born of the sect of the cult of Muhammad. He claimed to be the Messiah. He was 3 years as Mary. 3 years as Mary? I mean, come on, make it 4 years. So he was for 3 years as Mary, And when the Jews, they tried to kill him, they did not die, and he escaped to India. Okay, he was alive, and then he come as Mirza Ghulam, but yet first he came as Mary for 3 years. And this is 2,000 years ago. And then he appeared during the time of the Empire of England occupying Pakistan or India. And then the Christians, they said to him, okay, he came in the morning, he opened his door, he found like 200 chairs of people, they are in wheelchair, blind people, people cannot walk, people cannot talk, people cannot do, etc. They said to him, well, if you are Jesus, do what Jesus do. He closed his door, he did not answer them. And then Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he died because of diarrhea. I mean, have you ever heard of a guy who claimed to be the Messiah, he died because of poo-poo? I mean, come on, die because of corona, die because of cholera, die because of a heart attack, die because of cancer, but by poo-poo. He kept doing poo-poo diarrhea, and then he died. He's out of energy, out of sugar, and the stupid doctors did not give him the correct thing. And then even the story says he fell in the top of his poo-poo, which is make it more hilarious. So while Jesus, if you touch his clothing, the Bible says, people recover. While Jesus make the blind see, while Jesus he walk in water, control the nature, while Jesus he make the dead are alive, while Jesus he can tell you what you hide, the Quran says so. Muhammad was suffering with poison for 4 years. And I wish it was an expensive poison. The Jews, they will not spend too much money. She went to Home Depot, she looked for the cheapest poison for a rat, and she put it for him in the food. Right? So who is going to answer us why Allah did not save Muhammad? Nobody. Now let us talk about salvation. Muslims are the last one who can speak about salvation, because Islam is based not even in gambling. You see, if you gamble, at least you have a choice to, a chance to win. Like if you go to a casino and you sit in the machine, 99% you are a loser. 99.9 maybe. With Muhammad, you are 100% a loser, and the proof in front of you. Because at the end of the day, you are not playing, you are not gambling, you are a loser. Read carefully. Muhammad, he said, I swear by Allah, and this is all Sahih al-Bukhari, as you see. This is very authentic. This is not weak. This is not you like, you don't like, who care? Who care if you like it or not? Muhammad, he said, and who said that? Muhammad, not a guy in YouTube, the tit boy or something like this. Not a post by a kid in YouTube. They play the games and they say whatever they want. Muhammad, he swear by Allah. He says, and when Muhammad swear by Allah, that means the lie is so big, to the point he need to use Allah to make it go inside the eye of the needle. And by Allah, a person among you, anyone, which means, may do the deeds of people of the fire till there is only a cubit or an arm breadth distance between him and fire. This is a guy, he is very bad. He don't kill Christians, he don't kill Jews, he don't join Al-Qaeda, he don't join ISIS, he don't kill Yazidi, he don't use taqiyya, he don't do, he don't go and have sex with a 6 years old like Muhammad. He is bad. He don't do those things. Because that's what bad means in Islam. And then, but what is written by Allah, this is destiny. Proceed, and he does the deeds of people of paradise, and he enter it. See? So you are a very bad person as a Muslim. You don't pray, you don't do jihad, you don't pay to Muhammad, you don't do anything. You are going to hell, that's it. But if you are lucky, Allah, he wrote for you in your destiny before he created you that you will go to heaven. Why? Don't ask. As you see, the guy is evil, supposedly. According to Islam, evil means good for us, by the way. Because an evil in Islam is mean a good person for me. So what is written by Allah will take over. And then this person, he act as people of heaven and he go to heaven. And then Muhammad, he gave the opposite example. A man who is acting as people of heaven. And a man may do the deeds of people of paradise till there is only a cubit or two between him and the paradise. Almost is there, like you are going to die soon. And Allah will take you. And then that is written, proceed, and he does the deeds of the people of fire and he enter it. So where is salvation in Islam? Any Muslim can tell us? It's just about luck. Which means it doesn't matter what you do really. At the end of the day, you might be lucky and Allah, he wrote in your destiny to go to heaven. It's not about you being bad. And it's not about you being good. This is a joke. So all the promises of Muhammad, if you do charity, you see that, you open YouTube, you see a guy saying to you, brothers and sisters, we are building mosque in Michigan. And the prophet said, those who give Allah alone, Allah will double it for him. Okay, but Muhammad is saying your loan is a scam. It's not working. There we go. I mean, since when? If you give donation, you go to heaven. One of the signs of the scam is somebody telling you, if you give me donation, you go to heaven. Because if donation will make you go to heaven, that means you are bribing God. And here the question is, who is receiving the donation? Like, if you give me donation now, God, he receive it? Why? Am I God? Can I promise you heaven? Me? How I can do that? So Muhammad, he'd have tons of stories asking people to give money. He told the women, most of you will go to hell, so give it charity. Okay, hold on. So they are bad, and they are ugly, and they are disgusting, and they are evil in the administration according to Muhammad. This is what Muhammad explained, and they have half a brain. But if they give their earring and their rings, they go to heaven. Can you believe it? Do you see how your earring can save you, ladies? If you ever go and meet Muhammad, get ready and bring your earring with you. You give him your earring and your rings, Muhammad, he right away, he grant you heaven. But look, the story here is saying the opposite. That it doesn't matter really if you give your earring or if you give your socks. It is what Allah, he wrote for you. It is destiny. It is not a choice. It's not even about you believe or not. As an example, I don't believe in Allah. Muhammad, he says, okay, Christian Prince, if Allah, he wrote for him to go to heaven, what written by Allah will proceed and he will go to heaven. That's what Muhammad is saying. What kind of religion this religion is? And then, what if we asked you if Muhammad himself, he have any kind or any form of salvation? Is Muhammad saved? Muslims? Is he saved? Let us see. If you are a Muslim and you don't agree with us, you are welcome. But if you want to talk like a kid, I'm going to block you. It doesn't matter if you are a Muslim or Christian or anything. Speak like an adult. You are welcome. Prove me wrong. You are more than welcome. But you want to be stupid and you act like a kid, go to Aisha. Muhammad, he said, none of you will be rescued by his work. The word work here, translation for whatever you do in life. None of you will be rescued by, this is rescue here presents salvation. Okay. So none of you will be rescued by his life. So what do you rescue by what, Muslims? Faith? No. Because in Islam, faith is considered as work. Look, read it. He said, Allah, unless Allah, he warp you with his mercy, which means he wrote for you when he created you that you will go to heaven. They said to him, even you, prophet of Allah? He said, even I. Even I. There is a video by very relaxing video actually. I will try to find it. Explain to you what happened regarding this issue. Give me a second.
Hi.
Yeah, and they play for you music too. Isn't your prophet says that music is haram? I never saw an Islamic YouTube without the music. Isn't your prophet, he says the one who play music, he go to hell? Let us see. This peaceful brother is going to explain to you what happened to Muhammad, how Muhammad will have salvation. And brothers and sisters, remember, Muhammad is the greatest. He is the greatest in the bed. According to the Muslims, Muhammad, he have the penis, have the power of 40 men, which is really close to my power. I'm 39. So I'm almost a prophet. I will try to solve this issue soon. Muhammad have the power in jihad. Muhammad the greatest as a husband. This is why the Quran says the wives were fighting and they were striking against him, and the Quran says Allah will stand with you against them, blah 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 blah. See how great is to the wives? He is the why I want to explain to you, the guy who will explain to you. Listen, and by the way, this is very relaxed. If you are a person who like yoga, especially if you are from India and those places, relax, brother. This is the yoga, the Islamic yoga.
Speaking to Sahaba, speaking to the greatest ummah that ever walked the earth, speaking to your fathers, speaking to a ummah that happily gave their lives for the pleasure of Allah. People who did the utmost, the biggest sacrifices, and they deemed themselves as the most insignificant people. Today you do nothing.
This guy, he is sitting behind the table teaching them about how the grandfather was doing jihad. You coward, you liar, you hypocrite. Why you are not joining jihad? Where is your jihad? Do you see, how excited he is? He's telling them about your granddad, the companion of the Prophet, what they did, the Mujahideen, they gave their life for Allah. Okay, what do you give? YouTube channel. So he's screaming to tell you how great they are. At the same time, he is showing us how hypocrite he is.
And you think you're up there. They did everything and they thought that they were down there. The Prophet of Allah speaking to them, he says, none of you, who's he speaking to? He says none of you will enter Jannah through your actions. None.
Abdul, the one who told me that Christians are risking their salvation. Did you hear this guy in a very relaxed music in the like? I mean, this is amazing. This look at the music, brother. I don't know. The Prophet, he says music is haram. I mean, what's wrong with this religion? Their Prophet says music is haram. They play music. Their Prophet says don't write my hadith. They write it. Whatever Muhammad he said, they do the opposite. Okay. The Prophet said, people among my nation will drink wine, call it by other name. By the way, soon I will make a video about a guy. He is a sheikh, and he said he drink halal beer. By another name, and musical instrument will be played for them, and singing girls will sing for them. Okay, hold on. Hey, Pakistani Muslims, who is #1 actor for you and singer? Is she Indian or Pakistani? I mean, who is the most hot actor for you? And all of them, they are Muslims. Hey, Muslims, which one of you who don't listen to music and watch TV and porn? According to Google, Pakistan, they get angry, the Muslims from Pakistan, because Fox News said Pakistan name is not Pakistan, it's a pornistan, because they are #1. They beat everybody for many years in searching for sex with horse, with a child, sex with donkey, rape. So Muhammad saying that those are not my people, and not only that, Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. Hey Muslim, do you see it? Those people, Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. And this guy who is teaching us, who claimed to be Salafi, which means he followed the steps of the Prophet, he himself playing music in his video. And this is from Al-Bukhari, so they will not say this is weak. What Allah will do to them, read carefully. Those who play music, those who listen to music, those who drink wine, doesn't matter which one of them, Allah will transform them into pigs and monkeys. I think it's happening, because this guy is acting like a crazy person, like a monkey. Unless you want to say the Prophet is lying. So why are you adding this this music behind you when the Prophet says if you do so, Allah will make you a pig and a monkey? And how come Allah did not make you a pig and a monkey? He said in the day of resurrection. How come for the Jews, for fishing and Saturday, he made them pigs and monkeys right away? So anyway, this guy, he says to you that those who they are mujahideen, the best of Muslims, brother, still they will not be saved because of their work. But this means all the hadith of Muhammad about the first drop of blood a mujahid he give, right away he will be in paradise. Allah will erase all his sin, is a lie. I mean, do you see how it's stupid, this religion? How we can match those things together? He just said your work, none of your action will save you. Well, jihad is an action. Salat is an action. Giving donation to Muhammad so he can buy Viagra is an action. But the word is so clear. None of your action. And look at this guy. Look at the finger. You see when this finger move? You better watch. Look. I don't know. If I wish I can make a cartoon of this. Look at this. If I can move it fast. Oh, man. What is that? He have horn now? Take it easy, man. Look at this happy face.
Jannah through your actions. None. People walking around like he's already from the people of Jannah, mashallah.
MashaAllah. Aman Rabbi Aman.
People now, they worship their mashaykh. 100%, brother.
Brother, yeah.
Especially from Firdaus al-A'la.
Yeah, the brother, they are in heaven now, brother. They think they are in
The
heaven.
Prophet of Allah saying to Sahaba, none of you will enter Jannah through your actions. None.
The Prophet said to the Sahaba, screw you all. None of you. You get screwed. You get screwed. You join me for jihad. You die for me. None of this will make you go to Jannah. None. You idiot. You've been screwed. Brother, I want to learn from you how I can relax. I mean, honestly, you are very good. What the Prophet said?
People now, they worship their mashaykh. 100%, brother.
Yeah.
That's from Firdaus al-A'la.
Yeah, brother. He's saying they worship scholars. These days, people worship scholars. Actually, this is true. I have a picture of Zakir Naik in my bedroom. You know? I'm trying to grow a beard like his, but it's not working, brother. I use fertilizer, I use everything, it's not working. Okay.
Prophet of Allah saying to Sahaba, none of you will enter Jannah through your actions. None.
None.
So they asked the Prophet of Allah, even you?
Oh boy, here we got to, here the business, even you. Look at the idiot. I mean, why you ask this question? This question remind me of the tit boy asking Yasser Qadi. So if we give you now an open, empty book, are you going to write the same Mus'haf? The same Quran? Yasser Qadi, he said, this is a question I prefer not, don't ask me. The tit boy, he insisted. He insisted, that's it, he wanted to know. And remember, the tit boy, Yasser Qadi was his sheikh until that moment. And then Yasser Qadi, he hit him. Not by his tits, no, I mean, he hit him by something else. He said to him, there's the standard narrative has holes in it. What? And this is one of the holes of Islam, not only the holes about tits, the Prophet ordering women to give their tits to strangers, which is very lovely. I mean, look how open-minded Muhammad is. You go to the wife of, and then you knock at the door. The wife, she doesn't say, she said, you please, I cannot open the door for you. Let me give you my tits first. You suck them 10 times in 10 different days, and then I can open the door for you. And Mimi, he is making fun of the guy who is quoting the Prophet. The Prophet, he ordered women to do that. Shame on you. So here we see how Islam is weird and silly and stupid. So all the promise of Muhammad is a fraud. When the Quran says those who do good deeds, blah, 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 they have heaven, they have Jannat, they have rivers, they have wine, and women with big boobs. This is what is killing me, that I am a Christian and I will not get the big boobs. I mean, why we don't have a God? He promised us big boobs. I mean, come on. You see, it's a moment of a truth. You as a Christian, don't you feel, as a Christian man, forget about the women now. The women, they will not like you to have that, Don't listen to them. Brother. You as a man, isn't it your dream to have a God who is so, sexual? Look, now you are in garden. Perfect garden. And now there's a grave veins which they will come to you. Like the grave will come to you. You don't go to the grave. The grave come to you. Like, you know, you want to eat the grave go down to you. What is missing, brother? What is missing? What? iPhone? Come on, no. What iPhone, man? Internet? No. What's wrong with you? What Netflix? What are you talking about? Big boobs. Actually, they match together. If you think about it, it is very cleverly put together. Grave and boobs. There's a lot of connection. Number one connection, both of them, they are round. Grave is round. What happened to my pen is not painting. Grape, brother, this is a grape. Look at the connection. Mathematical connection. Both of them, they resemble number 0. The grape, she have a holder to hold it to the branch in the middle. Here we go. In Allah religion, this is called nipples. In some countries, they call it Nepalese. This is where the word Napoleon is coming from, you know, because he used to nipple a lot. I mean, this is religion, and this is God, and now he is telling me I will go to heaven, and what I will get there, women with big boobs. The only thing for me, I like it about this big boob, because they are so big, is if a flood happened, those boobs will be the best floating in the ocean. Like tsunami came, like what do? You hold your wife from her leg, because come on, her boobs are so big, like bzz, boing, boing, you know, and that you are safe, brother. Alhamdulillah. So if you are a person who is short of understanding of Islam, and look, after you get the grave and the big boobs, what you get? Drink. The bar. That is the bar. You look at the bar, there's a grape. Next to the grape, there's no women, there's boobs, but Prophet of Allah. Those boobs are like attached to women, or they are walking by themselves, because here it says boobs. I mean, what is the women? Are they like just boobs? Because I don't see the word women there. And brother, there you will drink as much as you wish for free. As the boobs are for free too. So now, when Allah, He promised the Muslims that those things you will do, you will get. If you believe in Muhammad, isn't it this is a good deed? If you give donation to Muhammad, isn't it this is a good deed? Who is more lying to us? Muhammad or the Quran, which is supposedly Allah? Read carefully. But give a glad tidings to those who believe and work righteousness, that their portion on gardens beneath which river flow, river of wine, river of honey. I like the river of honey, by the way. You can imagine how much flies and mosquitoes will come. Okay, and fruits, bracelet from gold, bracelet from silver. But this is totally a contradiction for Muhammad saying that your work, your action will never save you. You see, guys, I'm trying to find out how we can make this work. Because, and you know, you can say here, like if a Muslim will say this hadith cannot be true because it contradicts the Quran. Well, as you see, you Muslim, you take the Quran after the hadith, not the opposite. This is why here, this very nice gentleman, you know, the yoga teacher, Islamic yoga for jihad, he is so excited with this hadith because It is extremely true. And this is what he believes in. But I know a Muslim, he might say, he says, I don't believe in this, but who are you to say I believe or not? Muhammad is the one who make a religion, and whatever Muhammad he say, either you obey or you are out of Islam. Tell us more, brother. May Allah have mercy on your soul.
He says, yeah, even me. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest mujahid was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest teacher was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest father was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest husband was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest mercy to humanity was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
He's the greatest for everything. He's the greatest mercy for humanity. He cut a woman like ISIS. You know, ISIS, they put a guy between two tanks and they tied his legs and they split him alive. Muhammad, he did the same. At his time, there's no tank. There's different kind of tank. A living tank. That is the camel. He tied a woman, her legs, each leg to different camel, and he ordered the camels to go in different direction, and he split her alive. The Prophet is the mercy for mankind. He is the best husband who beat his wife. He is the best truthful who tell a lie. Who is the best honest man who go and flirt with the wife of his own son when the son is not there. He is the best. He is the best in everything. And if you are there and you say to this guy, he is not, you can imagine what he would do to you. Maybe not for me.
The greatest mujahid was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
And look at the sledgehammer. You see the music? Now, when you say Muhammad, a sledgehammer fall down. The sound effect is amazing. I mean, you have to put a sledgehammer effect when you say Muhammad, like hello. But brother, I remember your prophet said, I was the most weak person in sexual intercourse. And then I invoked Allah, and He sent me a dish of sis kebab. I ate it, and I got the power of 40 men. So I'm not sure about the greatest thing. You keep going and saying things. I mean, this is really silly. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet? He was the most weak person in intercourse between all mankind. Like, come on, man. All mankind. So now if we line up mankind based in their sexual ability, Muhammad, the last one at the end. And then Muhammad, he want to show you that he is a prophet. He invoke Allah, and then Allah, he sent Jibreel. Who is this? Jibreel. Hey, Jibreel, you just came? How come? It's late. I brought you this from Allah. What is this? Shish kebab? Okay, I love it. This is not just food. It's for your penis. Really? Alhamdulillah. It's going to work finally. I cannot believe it. It is time. Can I eat it now? Go ahead. Before it's expired. And brother, the Prophet, he ate the shish kebab. And right away, poing, poing, it worked. True religion. True religion. I mean, I don't understand, by the way. The Muslims, they say, if Allah wants something to happen, he say, be. And it's going to be. So Allah want to fix the penis of his prophet. He go to the kitchen and he makes shish kebab. What about say be? Be. What happened to the bee? Look how much effort Allah he do to fix the penis of the prophet. Very important topic. I mean, this guy is supposedly Allah, the one who created the universe. And now he heard the news, Muhammad, his penis is not working. Oh no. What I would do? To go to YouTube channel. He searched for recipe for sexual intercourse. He start putting curry, horseradish, hummus, mix it with shish kebab. He put it in the barbecue. And then he called Jibril, deliver this immediately. Hey, by the way, isn't it Muhammad, he said, that the angels take them 1,000 years just to come down from the earth? So how the guy, he invoked Allah yesterday for the purpose of his penis, and then second day the shish kebab arrive? I mean, the Quran says that it take you 1,000 years from your time for the angels to come. When we read it, this is the prime service of Allah, Amazon. 1,000 years, the delivery will come after 1,000 years. 1,000 years to go and 1,000 years to come. And as long as the angel was there already, so it's okay. So it's going to take him 1,000 years to deliver the shish kebab. But anyway, don't question too much. You know? I mean, Islam can survive easy if you don't question. The second you question, it's not good. So we better not to question. All right? So respect. Now we go back to our brother here. He will be upset, by the way, because I'm calling him brother. He will be so upset. You will not believe it. Who will explain to you that nobody, even the prophet, he will be saved by his action, including his sex appetite, all things. Still, that will not save him. Having the powerful private part will not save him. Flirting with the wife of his son, sleeping with her, will not save him. Having sex with 6-year-old girl will not save him. All the good deeds, even the prophet.
The greatest teacher was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest father was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest husband was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest mercy to humanity was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest abid to ever worship Allah Azza wa Jal was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest messenger to ever walk the earth was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
If you stand up, I guarantee you, you have a poo-poo is coming from somewhere. What is this? Those people, they worship the man Muhammad. What's happening, man? Take it easy. I like your yoga. We got that Muhammad is the greatest in everything. You worship him, he's greater than Allah, obviously. Okay, what happened after? Oh, the greatest, he is the greatest in everything. You know, it's like somebody blowing a balloon, and then at the end he put a needle in it. This is what you do, because after you say the greatest, and then you say to us, he will not be saved.
The greatest prophet to ever receive revelation was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The greatest creation that Allah ever created was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he says, even me.
Look at the head. Did you see the head? That sound effect? You cannot do that if you are a Christian or a Hindu or a Jew or a Buddha or atheist. You cannot do that. The sound effect alone will make you convert to Islam now. What happened at the end? Somebody hit somebody or something? Like what? What happened?
Ever created was Muhammad.
He is the greatest ever created. Not me. I'm so disappointed. I was expecting you to say Christian Prince or even my cousin. I mean, he is in jail for killing 7 or 8 people, but it was like he was, you know, playing with a gun, and it was a mistake. And you know, like the first bullet, it went by error. The second bullet, it was like he's trying to take the magazine. The third one, you know, he was trying to see if it's still there or something. I mean, I thought he's the greatest, I mean, after me. So Muhammad is the greatest in what? The greatest who been created for all mankind. Are you sure? For sure, sure.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he says, even me.
He said, what? Even me? So all this drama and hitting the table and a sledgehammer as an effect in the background to say to us, even me, Muhammad, I will not be saved by my work. So how that make him a great? Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this before? It's disturbing. You put it in mute. What are you talking about? There's a lot of people, they use this guy as a relaxing in the beach. You go to the beach, you know, people lay down in the, like you will see a woman, she is sitting with the bikini, relaxing, and she is looking at the sky, the cloud, and she is listening to this guy like, the greatest, you know, because she want to learn about the greatest, you know. People, they are thirsty to learn about the greatest. So after all this drama, it turned to be that the greatest is no greatest. Because what the point of the greatest if his great action, as you call it, will not save him? So he's greatest in what?
Except and only if Allah Azza wa Jal was to show mercy upon me.
And why this one was relaxing at the end? Why you don't scream? Are you trying to hide it? And look how he turned his face left or right. And look at this act, man. And the Muslim like, wow, this guy is a great believer. Brother. Look at this karate move. I used to do karate, by the way. I used to do karate before. You know? And maybe you do not know. I have many, I don't have a black belt. I don't have the brown too. I don't have the yellow or the white. I have see-through. Unbelievable. See-through belt and karate. What is this? And then you will find that Abdul saying to us, Christians are risking their salvation. Oh, not this guy. This is the tit boy. I mean, what's wrong with it? I keep hitting it. He keep coming in my face. Christians are risking their salvation. Muhammad himself, he just said to you, it's by luck. Unless Allah, he warped me with his mercy. Which is destiny. You don't know. He's not sure. They said to him, even you, prophet of Allah? Imagine Muhammad, the biggest thief, the biggest liar, the biggest child molester, the biggest killer, the biggest rapist, the biggest flirt with the wives of men who they are married and they are even his son. And after all of these good deeds, still he might not go to heaven, brother. I'm not really happy with this news.
Was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he says even me, except and only if Allah Azza wa Jal was to show mercy upon me.
How sad. What an end.
Even me.
Even me.
People walking around like this, I'm feeling.
Even me. See the drama? I love a drama. You know, in the Middle East, when we have a Mexican drama on TV, street is empty. Women are crying, men are shooting. Unbelievable. So where is salvation in Islam? Muslims, where is salvation? This is your prophet himself, Mr. Even Me. His name is Mr. Even Me. Even me, I will not be saved, and none of my work will save me. Even me. So what will save you? And what those verses in the Quran saying, those who do righteousness, those who give donation to Allah, those who give Allah a mortgage, all of those, they were a fraud? Because even Muhammad, His work will not save him. It's only the mercy of Allah, and only the mercy of Allah, which is based on what? Destiny. As you see, Muhammad, he said to you clearly in the hadith that whatever is wrote by Allah is going to proceed and take over. In the same time, we have tons of places where Jesus said, the one who drink my water will never be thirsty. The one who believes in me will never die. And which death he's talking about? Like death now? No. This is about eternity. He will be with him. Whoever believes in me. He said maybe. No. He said unless, you know, just you are lucky with the mercy. No. In the same time, Christ, you don't like hypocrite. So he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, 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 will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who will do his will. In Islam, you are doing the will of Allah. Still, that will not save you. Even Muhammad, he is maybe not saved. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? If there is any Muslim want to say anything? Don't they say that the Christians and Jews, they will go to heaven? Yes, but this is when Muhammad, he was weak and he wanted to get as many people to believe in him. So he stopped promising everybody, including the Sabian who worship stars, to go to heaven. This is a clear evidence that Muhammad is a fraud. In order to get people, like there is some people in YouTube, they made videos, reaction of a Catholic for the Quran. First time hear the Quran. The old guy who opened the camera, nobody subscribed to him, But by making such a video, in less than a month, you have like a 10,000, 20,000, and then the channel grow fast. And then you start posting commercial, whatever. But in order to get subscribers, he's a liar. He had no decencies. He called himself a Catholic. A Catholic reaction to the Quran. And he opened his mouth, he make a big, like a Photoshop for the picture, and like, wow. And then people, they click to see the big reaction of a Catholic. Brother, he's a Catholic, brother. Like, come on. But we are the one who speak Arabic. We die laughing at the Quran. Literally. Even though the Quran is kind of, fun sometimes, and have a lot of knowledge, As an example, in chapter 27, verse number 82, where Allah will send an ant from the ground. It's a beast, actually. And this beast, Muhammad here is somehow copying from the book of Revelation, but it's not nothing to do with this. But Muhammad, So he described this beast, have eyes of a pig, ears of an elephant, tail of a tiger, blah, 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 hooves of a camel, blah, 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 blah. But the most nice thing about this verse, that this beast will come from the ground and is going to have with it the staff of Moses and the ring of Solomon. Can you imagine how much power is that? The staff of Moses, the one who split the sea, the staff is not really who split the sea, it is God. And the ring of Solomon. And then, brother, This beast will chase us one after one, and is going to hit the one who don't believe in Allah in his face, and he will turn, according to Muhammad, a black person. Look how much Muhammad is not racist. He's not. You don't believe in Allah, he will make you black. When this beast, he get the staff of Moses and the ring of Solomon, he will make the whole world two color, all mankind, either white or black. The Muslims will be very white. And finally me, I will be black. And then I will have a girlfriend. My dream is coming true. Takbir. Brother, Islam is not a collection of fiction stories. Islam is true. It is serious. Islam is a serious business. Like the story of Gog and Magog. They are creatures who sleep inside their ears. And from every one of them, from every one of us, there's 1,000 of them, which means if we are 7 billions, there are 7 trillions. And they are hiding behind a mountain, which nobody can find or see. It's a dam which built by Alexander the Great. The Quran called him the man with the 2 horns. Brothers, it is time to convert to Islam. Everything there makes sense. Additional to that, a lot of sex. How you can beat that? So going back to the guy who says to us, Christians are risking their salvation, I have no idea what to say to you. And now watch carefully. We finish this video. You will see the Muslim, they will not answer about anything we said in the topic. Nothing. They will say to you, Jesus is not God. Okay? How come Jesus is God? Huh? You believe in Trinity? Look, Abdul, this is not the topic. Okay, you believe in Trinity. How? Okay, you Muslim, you believe in Trinity. We can prove it. Everything in Islam is a 3 time. Everything in Islam is a 3 time. Your ablution, your oath, your marriage, even your marriage. If you divorce your wife 3 times, she cannot come back to you unless she find her another guy to sleep with her, do boom boom, and then she can get back to you. Look how open-minded this religion. You divorce your wife 3 times, and now you want to get her back. Allah said, no, you cannot do that. She have to find the Abdul. He sleep with her. He suck her tits, and then after he do intercourse, she can come back to you. Amazing, beautiful. And you ask the Muslims why this rule exists. They say, brother, because the man was an idiot, he kept divorcing his wife, so Allah want to stop him. But you stupid, the one who is going to have sex is the wife, not him. What about you say to the man, if you do it, we will make somebody do to you boom boom. I mean, the woman is a victim, so now you made her victim twice. The poor woman, she want to go back to her children, not maybe to the guy. Maybe he's an idiot. And as long as Islam is against divorce, why you make it so easy? And why you allow him even to divorce her 3 times? Like, what? Do we have any Muslim want to say anything before we finish this video? Unless she do boom boom with the new guy. Brother, he cannot remarry her until she marry a new husband. The fact is not until she marry. It says tankah, which means to F. And we can prove it. You can go right now to this website, sunnah.com, and search. You can search in English, actually. Let me show you. Search for greener than. Greener in English. Search in English. Greener than. There we go. Search for what? Greener than. The height in front of you. A woman, her husband, her new husband, did beat her because she thought if she marry him and make him divorce her without having sex, she can go back to her previous husband. So the guy was beating her until he made her skin greener than her clothes. And then Muhammad, he said to her, well, if you think you can go back to your previous husband, you better know that you cannot go back to him unless this guy, he F you. If your intention then to know that it's unlawful for you to remarry Rifa unless Abdul Rahman, he had boom you. This is Islam. So my friends, who is going to download this video is available for download. It's going to be ready in 15-20 minutes. YouTube process it. Don't forget to download it. We don't keep it. I want to say thank you very much. And the Muslim who says to us, we are risking our salvation, I say to you, look who is talking. A guy who is a prophet, he says, not even I. A prophet who says it is based on destiny and luck. Even a baby child who is born who have no sin, he might go to heaven, Muhammad said. So don't go there. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you soon again. And as long we spoke about number 3 today, we will choose a topic next video maybe about number 3. Get ready, Muslims. You will be surprised. Number 3. The ultimate wisdom number. All over your religion. You Muslims. I mean, only if Islam. Islam is based on what? Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad. Like, what the heck? It's not Allah. That's not Allah and Muhammad. No. Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad. That's it. Muhammad, Jibreel, Allah. Okay. So, until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is a fraud, and we prove it every day. God bless you. And download the video, share it with your friends, add subtitle, translate to your language. Let the whole world learn about how silly, stupid this cult is. Even Muhammad, he is not sure of his own salvation. With Christ, my friend, we are sure. With Christ himself, he is sure. The same he was sure he can make the dead come back to life. He called it asleep. The same he was sure to make the blind see. He said to him, see. The same he was sure that when he said to a man, go stand up and walk, he walked. He was very sure. When he was sure and he said, you can destroy this temple and I can build it in 3 days, and he came back. After they killed him, he was sure. You are following a prophet who have no prophecy, and his prophecies is the most funny, stupid ones, and they never happened. And if you are a Muslim, in future videos, you can call me to show me one prophecy happened, so we can laugh. I challenge you. Thank you. God bless you. And until we see you again, Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Take care.